Start off with Chief Nwanyanwu, who is the national chairman of the Labour Party and also a delegate at the ongoing national conference. Morning, Chief Dan, and thank you for joining us today. And I do remember the last time out we tried to reach out to you were also at these elections in the thick of things at the time, and we do hope that you're combining both your participation at the conference and these elections properly. But tell us, how did these elections play out for you and your party?
Good morning, Chamberlain. Good morning, Suleiman. Good morning, my good friend Maupe. I thank you for this opportunity. Yes, I'm trying to combine the work at the national conference and politics. We participated actively in the last Saturday's election. I indeed left Ekiti Ondo axis on Friday back to Abuja. We put up a very robust campaign. Our governorship candidate, Honourable Bamidele, toured all the nooks and crannies of Ekiti State. He visited all the local governments. He canvassed for votes. He talked to those who we are supposed to talk to. We did our best. We worked very hard. Though he came very late, though we had to build the structures of the party at the same time, canvassing for votes for an election that was at hand. I think we did our best, but the election has come and gone. Fayose has won the election. We lost, like other political parties and candidates in the election. And I think it is a lesson that we must learn as politicians and as a political party in future elections that will be coming.
You know, over the weekend, a lot of people have talked about lessons from this particular election, and that some of them, they say, well, as students of political science and politics, they will have to go back and keep studying what exactly played out here. But the kind of signs you saw while campaigning alongside for your candidates for these elections, were you surprised at the way the elections eventually went?
Well, actually, from Monday, Tuesday this week, it became very clear as to where the pendulum will go. We tried harder to see if it could be upturned. You see, Ekiti State is a very peculiar place. It's a place where at times you would not know the position of a particular voter. All the voters attended all the rallies. They will attend PDP rally, they will attend APC rally, they will attend Labour Party rallies. Majority of those you saw on the street shouting one candidate or the other never had voters' cards. It was on Friday you discovered that most of the people who were in different political parties, they didn't even have the opportunity to exercise their franchise. But they thought they could also use their old method of thuggery and vandalism to, upturn and distort the process. Fayose had an advantage over some of the other candidates. And don't forget, Fayose was the candidate of our party, the Labour Party, a few years ago when he wanted to return to the Senate. I know him very well. I know his mien, and I know his character to some extent, politically. He is somebody that is down to earth. He relates with the people as if it doesn't matter the position you occupy. And that differentiates him from the incumbent, John Fayemi, who, of course, is elitist, both in conduct and in character, who, of course, is elitist, even in the approach to governance. And most Ekiti people saw him as a governor that has alienated himself. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. If you relate with him, you find out that he's very good. He's humane. But you see, about governance, you must link it with the people. You must touch the people. They must see you as parcel of them, even when you are not in a position to solve all their problems or any of their problems. They must see that you care, that you have given them that line of cooperation and understanding. If you relate, for example, if Mimiko passes, Governor Mimiko of Ondo State, if he passes on a street or in the market, he doesn't need to give notice that he's coming. And I think there are other few governors like Oshiomhole in Edo State. So some of these people are with the people. And you see, when you move, you see the people in an election, they will get you back. I think that was what played itself out. And it was very difficult for anybody to waste his time, or for my professional colleague lawyers to start convincing candidates that they will upturn the election. There is nothing to upturn. This election is credible. It's the most credible in recent times. And it was transparent, free and fair. And no doubt why the incumbent has to concede defeat. And my own candidate too, Honourable Bamidele Opeyemi, has also congratulated him. You looked at it, I was there, I saw it. So it's not something that there was no thuggery, nobody was slapped, nobody was pushed, no ballot box was carried. There was no incident, recorded incident to my knowledge. And when we saw the whole thing, we left that exit on Friday back to Abuja. And I think that is what it is.
I think from what we got from you now, it would seem that we're getting a new kind of culture from the electorates, having to attend all rallies to get the true picture of what it is, so that perhaps that can define where their ballot will go to, isn't it?
Yes, particularly with the message that came out from His Excellency Governor Fayemi. It has sent a positive signal to Nigerian politicians and indeed the entire world that a credible election is still possible in Nigeria, and that a credible election with a credible result is also something that will not push candidates into going into unnecessary litigations. And it is also possible to send that signal that such candidates who lost an election in a credible election that is transparent will behave like other politicians in other climes of the world, rather than wasting their time. I think I must congratulate His Excellency Fayemi. I must also congratulate my own candidate, who has congratulated the governor-elect. I must say that this election is also significant because this is the first time, during Fayose's campaign, he boasted that he has done it before and he will do it again. He may be one person that may have to give lectures on how to defeat incumbents. Although Governor Mimiko did that, Adam Oshiomhole did that, there are some of the few others that did it. But I think he's doing it the second time, which gives him an edge over how you can defeat an incumbent. But that is by the way. I want to say exactly that what he has to learn from now is from the experiences of his first tour of duty, the experience that led to his exit in his first missionary journey by giving good governance, making sure that there is rule of law and accountability. That is what Fayose should be looking at now. The election is gone. All the incidences of the campaign, thuggery, vandalism, and all that. And I would not finish this point without commending the Inspector General of Police, MD Abubakar. He has shown his professionalism. He has shown his expertise. He has shown that he can do it. I must tell you that the policemen we had in this exercise, it appears they were properly and differently trained, very gentle, very professional in their execution. And it came to the people that they saw the police presence and other security agencies as their friend who came to make sure that there was law and order. And I think we must salute the Inspector General of Police and other security agencies, their high command, who contributed immensely to the success of this election. Well, with their presence and the presence of the military, it became difficult for thugs and hoodlums to take over the process. You know, we have to continue this way. Some people argued in the past that there was no need to use the military in elections. And I say in Nigeria, we need the military. in elections. I say it before, I'm saying it again. But for the use of the military in Edo State, Adams Oshomole's victory would have been stolen. But for the use of the military in Ondo State, Adams Oshomole's victory would have been, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko's victory would have been stolen. The military's presence put the thugs and hoodlums in the hotels where they were camped. They could not come out. So we have not reached that stage whereby you say, let us go and vote quietly and go. But my worry and concern now is whether we have that capacity for the 2015 election to mobilize the same number of security men in the elections where you are going to have elections in many states of the Federation.
In fact, that's